and welcome to Sofia Writes. Originally, I was writing my own Inktober Writing challenge. It was going to be a daily activity to motivate me. A fun little twist on the Inktober Artist Challenge. For those of you who are not in the loop, Inktober is normally for graphic artists who draw, paint, doodle. The artists of artists. There's an official contest just for artists, or you can make your own. A daily challenge for the month of October. However, I felt that should also apply to writers, even though writers have National Novel Writing Month. In November, I felt eager and impatient, wanting to challenge myself. I've always felt as though I've never stuck through with my endeavors, whether it be in work or school, always quitting halfway through, except game stuff. I followed through all the way on that, but it was a seasonal position and they didn't want me back until come job fair season time. But I had already a job by then. So the week before October started, I came up with things that couples go through. I wasn't planning to act on it or going through with my October writing challenge. I wasn't even planning on recording myself or going through with the writing at all. It was just a fun 31-day challenge. I was actually planning on going over 31 days. Anyway, since my first YouTube video is already up, I will explain the process. In the left corner of the playing video, it says Inktober Day 1, the selfie with a twist. But my YouTube title says Day 1 Ring. And there is a reason for that. If you remember me talking about the Inktober Artist Challenge like a few seconds ago, Day 1 is Ring for the official Inktober Artist Challenge. By the way, they just call it Inktober. They don't call it Inktober Artist Challenge. Day 1 for my challenge is actually a selfie together. If you watch throughout the video, you'll see that rings show up more than once, as do taking a selfie. So I've combined my challenge with the Inktober 2019 challenge. But I will say this, I was not expecting the first day to be such a sad story. I wrote couples activities, or at least things that couples will go through, and it turns out that a lot of them are sadder than I would have liked them to be. So sorry. I want to tell you about how weekly writing came to be. I first got the idea to write a day before Inktober actually started. Originally, I was going to write 5,000 words per chapter, would be the base of each day, but I realized that wasn't practical when I set the deadline at 12 a.m. and refused to actually start until 8 p.m. The first day of Inktober Writing Challenge ended at 2,498 words, excluding the deleted scene. I actually didn't think there would be deleted scenes, but it turned out to be a thing. I actually liked the idea a lot of having deleted scenes at the end. Turned out to be pretty fun. I don't know if all of them will have deleted scenes, but I do like the idea of them having deleted scenes. And I call them deleted scenes, not epilogues, because the thing about epilogues is they're after the story, they're kind of an after story, but some of the deleted scenes happen within parts of the story. They happen in between the lines. And I admit to being a procrastinator. Some of us are, some of us aren't. Some of us don't like to admit to being procrastinators. That's me. But I'm also battling classes on top of attempting to write daily. I failed at that. when I noticed my writing was taking a toll on my health because I was going to bed at 1 to 2 in the morning, I had to put a stop to writing every day and reevaluate a way to make this work. Hence why I will now be writing daily for a week, business day schedule, so Monday to Friday. Though the first week I did write up to 9 days, taking a break on one of the Tuesdays because I had something to do. Beetlejuice. Hopefully Wednesdays I will try to make the time because I have 3 classes on that day. Instead of trying to attain a 5,000 word count, which is very hard to do when you give yourself 4 hours. I'm going to end the short stories where the tale wants to end because I'm not trying to force it out. I want to make it feel as natural as possible. But I now know that if I try to write earlier, I still somehow make it up at 12 in the morning. I don't know how. I tried starting at 5 and it just ended up being 12. I wasn't even trying that hard. So no matter how hard I try to finish early, yeah. So I did get to day 9 before crashing and burning. I will be posting day 2 later. I'm going to post 1 video per day this week. And then after this week, I will be writing daily on the Monday to Friday schedule. And because it's no longer Inktober, where Inktober is where you post daily for every day of the week, that's why I'm now calling it Weekly Writings featuring Inktober Challenge. And I think because of that, well, that's originally what I had planned on calling it, the Inktober Writing Challenge. And I felt because it isn't, that I wasn't doing the challenge justice if I was going to be writing in November. Because the point of Inktober is to write it in October. So if I'm writing weekly writing featuring Inktober Challenge, who knows? Maybe I'll feature past Inktober challenges as well with different concepts. Maybe historical concepts like Day 1, Trail of Tears featuring the Inktober Challenge of 2017. Foreshadowing. Well, I'm Sophia, and this has been my overview on Sofia Writes. Thank you for joining me.